What's up, guys? Welcome back. Shoto Todoroki from the final season of My Hero Academia. When he's going to see Dabi, at the end, they really put effort into animating him in this episode. He looks cool, like old school Todoroki. So I'm on landscape page. Use pencil, use an eraser. Hit pause if I go too fast. So I'm going to start with his eyes. Hair covers most of his eyes, but I'll draw it all in and we can erase afterwards anything we don't need. So it's basic enough sort of anime eye. We just have the curve line across the top. Okay. And you want to sharpen it up and thicken it up. So like spiky on the end. Sort of like this. Now hair covers this half, but I'll draw it in anyway. And then the bottom eyelid line. Just like so. Just a curve, and they don't connect. Then his eye, his blue ice eye. Sometimes My Hero Academia doesn't join these lines together, and sometimes they do. So you could complete that if you feel better doing that. But I think it looks cooler that way. But that's just me. And then pupil in the middle. Do do do. Right, and then eyelid line, like that, and then eyebrow comes across this way. Again, covered by hair a bit, but it's kind of easier sometimes to just draw it all in, even if it's slightly off at the end. It'll be covered. Other eye, same situation. So exact same, just over here. And the eyes in My Hero Academia are bigger than standard. So the eyes are kind of closer than eye width. Like if you measured a full eye, you'd be in the middle of this other eye. So it's probably like 3/4 of an eye. It's like not a full eye width over. And then we'll just curve this over the top. Again, disappears underneath his hair, but we'll draw it all in. Just thicken it up a bit. Boom, boom, boom. And then eye shape underneath. Like so. And then his grey eye. So again, you can do this two-line thing that I'm doing. Or you can complete the circle. It is optional. And then his pupil. Just here in the middle. About the same level, as the other one. And eyelid line going that way. Again, it goes under hair, so don't need to worry too much. And then his eyebrow. Spiky at the front. Back to the back. So his nose, so it's just in My Hero Academia, it's pretty, they do this hatching line thing, right? So they're down the middle. Sometimes they just do that even in this anime, but in this scene they give him this angled line situation, right? Like this, just like in the middle. And then his mouth kind of flat, not like dead flat, but so this kind of thing. And then his chin. There. So if you're wondering, like proportions, how do you judge where to put everything? This and this are about the same. This space. Eyebrow to here, to like these, the bottom of these lines is about the same as those lines to the chin. Like roughly. And then these lines to say where his bottom lip would be is about the same as bottom lip to chin. So that and that are about the same. And then we go for his jaw. So it's a gradual turn. There's no like strong like point. It's like a wine glass shape, okay? And we're aiming for just say like right beside, say here. This is where we want to go. So just like a wine glass, a gradual curve. No strong jawline. Okay, just. I know that's tricky, like you might come down here a bit, but just in there. Gradual curve. So it's like a wine glass. Oh, marked. And then he has his brown scar. Now it's not drawn in with black line, but we'll draw it just so we know where it is. It's drawn in black line in the manga, so just like that. Then we got to do his hair. Okay, so they put a lot of effort into his hair, so that means we gotta. So coming across his fringe, right? We'll just start doing all these spikes. Kind of just coming across his eye here. Now we'll cover the eye here and the other side. You just gotta keep going. So it's all these little spikes. Excuse me. There's like all layers of it in here. But we'll deal with the edges first, I think. It's crazy that it's over. It's like, I remember when this burst onto the scene first. It went so viral. People went crazy for it. His ear is in here. And like in here. It's kind of covered maybe. Such a good show. Okay, so it's all layered on the inside, but I'll deal with sort of the outside first, then we'll kind of split it in half, and then I'll add all the textures in the middle. So we'll just start from his ear, and we'll just go around with these shark fin-like spikes. Right? Little shark fins, that's what I always think. Right, and then there's like the red kind of comes over here a bit. And it's split down the middle, but I'll just go this side first. Keep thinking that's a hair. All right. So they put a lot of detail into his hair. So we'll go straight down here first for the split, right? And some of them kind of overlap one another. What I mean, and there's like a silver one here. So that's that, yeah, and then they do even more, right? So there's all textures inside. And on this side too. Right, and then obviously red and different color, and that's it. So he still is like a little bit beaten up as well. So like scratches on his face, kind of, you know, like sort of marks from the sort of the battle. And then his neck comes down this way. And then we do sort of like hatching for the neck muscles. They don't draw lines, which I normally like to do, but they do this. And then there's a black shadow underneath. Some like hatching there as well. And he's in his uniform, so we got like a shirt collar coming down either side. Same on the other side. His tie just comes across, it's red. And then his jacket. And then the shoulder, and he's got like a yellow button here on his shoulder. Like that, and he's got a bag strap over this side, so it's slightly different. And there he is, Shoto Todoroki from the final season. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.